So what's up everybody? So for this video I wanted to do something a little bit different, something that I haven't actually done in video form, and that I wanted to tell the story of how Digital Chef came to be and how the brand or not necessarily how the brand happened, but just kind of the origin story of the brand, if you will. Something a little bit different, just a little story. If you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I mentioned it there, but I decided, you know what, maybe I'll give you guys a story, of just how the brand was created, and it won't be too long, maybe a couple of minutes. So sit back, relax. This will be the origin story for Digital Chef ENT, the whole brand, the website, and yeah. So it's not too long. It's not like a thrilling tale too much. It's pretty straightforward, but it's something that I thought a video would be nice to have for the channel. Just kind of an origin story, just kind of a mission statement, just kind of the whole idea of where the brand and logo came from. And I decided to give you that in video form. So sit back and relax. Always remember, slicing, dicing, and gaming. It's not just a motto, it's a lifestyle. So let's get into the origin story of Digital Chef and the Digital Chef brand. So in order to start this story, we gotta go back to the good old days, back to a time where things were a lot simpler. Back to 2011, when I was a junior in college. You probably already know, but I have to do this anyway because it's my video. MIZ, you know the rest. So one night I was actually, I think it was a weekend, and I had the spirit to create, and I'm very blessed for kind of what happened. Just kind of, it was where I didn't have any homework, didn't have to do any reading, and I just wanted to create something. So I was actually in Microsoft Publisher on my laptop, just kind of going through clip art and pictures and trying stuff, and just kind of playing around. And I came across this knife, and so I saw the knife. It was a chef's knife. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Kind of looking at it, playing around with it. But then I turned it black, and when it turned black, I was like, oh, that's really dope. And I'm still looking at it. I was like, the handle of the knife looks like a video game controller. So I made the pads. So if you look at the logo, I made like a circle pad for the directional pad and another circle for the buttons. Then I added a start button and a select button. So I put it, look at the controller, or you look at the knife of the logo. I had the D-pad, the buttons, how a normal controller would be set up. But I was like, it needs something else. And I, was like, it needed something. Then I was like, oh, it needs a wire. Found the wire, added it to the picture. And I was like, oh, this is really, really cool. What should I call it? And thinking about it. And I just remember hearing Digital Chef. Like, Digital Chef, that works. So that's how the logo was born. And I didn't actually, as you know, if you follow the YouTube channel, I didn't start making videos until 2015. So 4 years later. So I had the logo for 4 years before I ever used it. It was kind of, I used it for like my Facebook cover photo, on Twitter. I tweeted it. I knew it was special. I knew it had something, there was something powerful about it, but I just had no idea how to bring that to the world or how to kind of give it life. So Digital Chef was originally going to be a food blog. And I was going to do a blog. I was going to blog, maybe recipes and pictures and maybe some of my favorite restaurants and things like that. But at the time, I just wasn't really interested in blogging. I tried to blog. I tried to do it on Blogger Blogger, because Google bought Blogger. So I tried to do that. It just didn't fit. And I was just like, this doesn't feel right. Creatively, it just didn't feel right for me. And I was just like, damn, what am I going to do? And I'm thinking, and I just remember kind of praying and meditating on it. And I just remember hearing, why don't you start a YouTube channel? And I was like, what? A YouTube channel? I'd done some video editing stuff, like very basic stuff, but I'm like, a YouTube channel? Like, I don't have the video editing skills. I don't have the equipment, I don't have like these things. And then it was just kind of like, take what you have. I had a camera phone, so I've used my camera phone. I've still used my camera phone to this day. I ordered some lapel mics from Amazon, and I got this little desktop tripod. It's really short. It's only like a couple of inches, maybe like 4 inches, maybe 5 inches. Like, it's not that big at all. I bought a little tripod. I'm like, okay, well, this is kind of how I'll start. And then I remember I tried to do like an intro on another website, not Vimeo, but something else, like another like free website. And I did the intro and everything, but of course it was like watermarked, and I think the website got taken down, so I couldn't use it anymore. And I just couldn't think of, like, I was like, man, like, I don't know what to do. So the name of my cooking show was gonna be called Digital Chef. That was gonna be the name of the cooking show initially. And then I just decided, like, you know what? It should be kind of like, if Digital Chef is the brand, the YouTube channel should be, of course, a branch of the brand, just kind of an extension of it. So, okay. So then that's why I came up with Digital Chef ENT. And if you didn't know, the ENT is short for entertainment. Just throwing that out there just in case you had no idea. And so I decided to name the YouTube channel Digital Chef ENT, so Digital Chef Entertainment. And then I knew I would be, I was gonna do, because after the logo, I kind of knew it would be food and video games. Food and video games have always been a passion of mine for a very long time. The YouTube channel is actually inspired by the Food Network and G4 TV. If you don't remember G4 TV, it was the cable station that covered basically video games, technology, and stuff like that. Like, they had a bunch of different like gaming videos, like X Play, Attack of the Show, was covered games and like technology and new things that were coming out. They had like Cheat was covered, video game cheat codes, and there's another show, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it was basically it kind of told like a history of, I think that's what it's called, but they would do like different games. They would give you kind of a backstory of the game's development, who made it, the process, and things like that, which is kind of the inspiration for Indie Insight. So, so Digital Chef ENT is actually the child of Food Network and G4 TV. Put them together, that's the inspiration for Digital Chef ENT. And that's always been the goal, was to do food and gaming, and maybe kind of mix them in different ways and kind of figure out how to implement them in different ways. But initially it was just, so now that you kind of have the idea behind the channel, let's kind of go back to where I was. And so Digital Chef ENT was the name of the YouTube channel, and I remember just kind of figuring it out, and I just was like, screw it, I'm just gonna do my first video, which is the very first episode of the menu, which is the omelet episode, which is the first video on the channel, and it was the highest viewed video on the channel for a couple of years. It's been overtaken now, but it was like, and I just remember doing it. It's one of the few videos I actually had to retake, and the finished product was the original one. Most of mine are one shot, like 90% of my videos are like one shots, but it was one of the few videos I legit had to retake. And it was fun. It was different. And you look at some of the angles, it's you can tell I improved a lot between episodes 1 and 2 just by the angles and the lighting and things like that. And it did really well. Like, I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a little nerve-wracking because you start to realize you buy ingredients, you usually only get like one shot with these ingredients. I don't buy extra ingredients, just in case of a mistake. It's a one shot. Like, I get one shot to pull this off, maybe I can fix it, maybe not. We'll go from there. And so that's kind of how it was. And it, I did the first video, I got it uploaded. I was telling people like, hey, check it out. And it did pretty good. And then, but it was during the time, back in 2015, this was it. So Digital Chef ENT, the first video dropped November 27th, I think, of 2015, something like that, like the end of November 2015. And I didn't make episode 2 of the menu until like February or March. Like, it was like a 3-month gap between episodes 1 and 2 because I was just working. I didn't have a system, and it was a lot. But I got better over time, as you know now. Like, now there's 134 videos on the YouTube channel, and And another thing about the YouTube channel that I don't really talk about a whole lot is because, I do food and gaming, and the gaming side is actually kind of my way of kind of immortalizing one of my friends growing up, my friend Kevin, who was a gamer, who was actually studying to be a video game designer, who actually passed away in 2015 from a complication that he had in a blood clot in his leg, and he passed away in 2015. And I was going to do YouTube channel anyway, so the gaming side of the channel is always my way of kind of remembering him and my way of keeping kind of his gaming spirit alive through the YouTube channel, which is something I don't always talk about because it's kind of sad, but it's a part of the channel. And it's why, like, a lot of people will be like, oh, like, the food stuff is cool, but I don't know how I feel about the video game stuff. And I take that very personal for me, because this is my way of my way of immortalizing one of my good friends growing up, and someone who died way too young, who had a vision, a passion for video games, and who couldn't see his vision come to fruition. And so this is my way of keeping that going in my own way. So for a while, I remember doing like some of the old, if you look at some of the first video game footage I put on the channel, they're not the best. Like, the sound's kind of weird. It's not quite full screen because I was still working with, I started using Premiere a little bit later, and I didn't know how to use Premiere yet. So like, some of the videos are kind of here and there. It's not the best, format and the sound, and it was rough for me, and it was hard because I wanted to do this. This is for him, and I want to make sure that the video game stuff looked just as good as the food stuff. And it was really difficult to kind of put it together, but I figured it out, through the grace of God, and through just learning, trials and error. I got to a point where now I can drop food videos and video game videos, and it all looks really nice. I'm still getting better. I'm still trying out different techniques and things like that. So this is just kind of the origin story. This is the origin story to the brand. I give you a little backstory of the inspiration of the brand, where the brand came from, just kind of my thought processes early on, and just kind of where we are now, because now we're almost 4 years into doing a YouTube channel, and the channel has grown. We're at 126 subscribers, almost 140 videos uploaded, and it's been a lot of love, and it's been hard, and it's difficult to juggle YouTube videos and life, but I figured out a balance, and 2 videos a week has been great. I can upload a little more consistently. You guys, get content on a pretty consistent basis. For me, I'm always thinking of new videos and trying to figure things out. It's kind of cool because my family, or my mom kind of knows like when I'm going to upload and stuff like that, and she kind of like, hey, you're uploading or you're not uploading? So it's kind of just cool. They know it happens, and they know when I upload, I get very focused and things like that. But the product has been getting better. It's only going to get better, and it's been a lot of fun. And thank you for following me on this journey. So again, this is just a little origin story of the channel. This went a little bit longer than I thought. 12 minutes? Jesus. So I guess it kind of turned into a podcast, and just kind of like an audio book, if you will. But thank you for checking out this video. Of course, you can go through my catalog of 135 videos on the YouTube channel. Find something you like. Hit the like button, share this, kind of share the brand, share the story. If you want merchandise, definitely check out SlicingDicingGaming.com. There's a link to the merchandise. My food blog is also there. It's only, I think it's 5 or 6 food blogs. The pantry is up. I did that. I was doing that for a little while. Definitely check that out. It covers spices, some of my favorite ingredients. So you want to hear my favorite ingredients, or kind of my take on them, slide over to the pantry. And some of the other, like the YouTube channel videos, are on the website as well. Like the menu, season 1 and 2 are there. Side dish. I have to add some more to the side dish. Like, I'm always updating the website. But yeah, so that's kind of it. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for clicking on it. Like it, share it. Just like I said in the intro, slicing, dicing, gaming. It's not just a motto, it's a lifestyle. I appreciate you listening to my story of the DigitalChef brand. I'll see you in the next video. Later.